Between Wayne and David. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, let's get back down. You and Aubrey's stingy ways where she won't even give me $25 back. I'm kidding, she's my favorite treasurer.
I'm doing it just for inactive.
I can say that all our money is safe. Love you, Aubrey.
Who was the second person they just talked to? They were actually, they felt a little bit of inspiration. They could see where that person was coming from and what sort of drive them. Now think about it. All of you are driven people. All of you are involved because you want to cultivate your leadership skills and be someone and make a difference. That's everything that Enactus is about. Okay? Now, all of these people are going to be future leaders. They're going to represent a company or start their own company. Right now, what you've done unconsciously is network with a room of very amazing people. Okay? You don't know where these people are going to be. I can give a great example. My cousin, who is a freak, by the way, right, did actuarial finance in South Africa, okay, working for KPMG there. He got seconded over to San Fran. And while he was there, someone that he used to know while he was an intermediate was there and he's working for Google. Okay, cool. Really, really cool. The next thing is Google had a placement open. And his friend actually recommended him, right? Nothing to do with what he studied, okay? He went into the marketing division for Google. That's pretty amazing, right? My cousin got the job, okay? That for me is, and we're going to touch on it later, is networking in instance, right? That's taking advantage of what uni has. That's more at a personal level, okay? You guys all work together and you have your projects and you've got your leaders and you do some amazing things. Like just hearing about, I heard about one of them, right? Before, when I came in the room, the passion that I got from that was awesome. Okay? So already that's a resource you guys need to use. It's yourselves. Okay? The other things that uni has, who thinks a lecturer is really, really important? Is it the lecturer or the material? Okay, perfect. Now, why is your lecturer so good? I mean, everyone's got rubbish lecturers, occasionally. But the really good ones, why do you think they're so good? Do you think they've been where you guys have been? Do you think they've sat in that chair and been like, wow, this is really cool. This is amazing. I want to do something with this. How many of them have actually gone out and done their commercial work? Most of them. Have you ever thought that your lecturers, and I know mine, and this is in Auckland, are not just internationally, well, not just locally, but internationally connected to some of the largest partners in the world? Any organisation? How many of you have a really good relationship with a lecturer? Or a lecturer? One? Two? Who would, after this, thinking about that and thinking about the connections they have, would go and talk to the lecturer and be like, hey, how's it going? My name's, and then see what goes from there. Seriously, these guys, and I know because this is how I got my internship when I was younger, was actually through one of my lecturers, right? I got to know him, I actually pestered him, he thought I was a dick, right? Because I was dumb, to be honest. But I would ask him all the time. Eventually got to the point where an internship came up, I applied. I didn't actually say that I knew him at all, but he had known the senior partner of corporate finance at KPMG Auckland, and he had said to him, actually, I know this guy. He will ask a lot of questions and probably talk far too much, but he's really onto it, and you should give him a go. I skipped the first interview session. I never had to do it. I got offered my job in my first one because of him. Okay? So right now you guys have a lot of resources and people at uni that you need to take advantage of. Okay? So just so you're aware, everything you learn is theory, okay? Everything you put into practice is also going to count. And the people around you are going to help you do that. Enactus is going to help you do that, okay? Extracurricular, again, you guys are so onto it. I love this association, okay? Student associations, international student organizations. I'm doing it, Joseph, now, aren't I? Now, this sort of stuff here, and it was covered again by EY last night, and it is true. She's completely onto it. When I look at the recruitment of the Big Four, and I have to know this, we work with them, right? Something that they do look at grades, so don't get bluffed that your grades don't matter, okay? Your grades do matter. If someone comes out with a C and someone comes out with an A, and they've both got ISEC or Enactus on their CV, who am I going to look at first? Okay? Your grades do matter. I want you guys to kick the crap out of uni till the day that you leave. Okay? Because when that happens, then not only are you confident in it, but you know that you're going to get looked at. Okay? But when you have this name on here with project leader under it, or you don't even have to have a title, as Joseph said, leadership is in all forms. you made a difference, that should be on your CV, because that is something they will pick up on. Extracurricular makes you stand out. It shows you you've done a little bit more with your life and your time at uni. Okay? You've cared about a little bit more than just getting that piece of paper, getting that degree, and then going and making millions of dollars. Okay? You've actually decided to make a bit of difference. Okay? And that can lead on to sports clubs. I know in New Zealand, honestly, if I look at some of the sports clubs, rugby is obviously our big one. Your guys' is Aussie rules, which I have no idea how to do. Okay? If I look at that and I go to say Ponsonby Rugby Club, right? Our entire team is made up of young professionals at some of the best firms, right? They're competitive, they want to win, they've got drive. Okay? All of this flows through from a CV or when you're in an interview. Okay? You're there to have fun, but you can't honestly tell me when you're on that field you don't want to beat the hell out of the team. Everyone wants to win. You don't go there to lose. Okay? So even in sports, that follows through. Volunteer work, again, I would say a lot of this, what you guys are doing, and a lot of your projects tie in really nicely to this. Okay? And professional organisations. So who's part of CPA already? You part of them yet? Yeah, you are? What about Mr. Finance over here? Are you part of CPA? Have you gone to any of their association meetings or anything like that? It's looking in the eye. It must be the one behind you.
Sorry, I'm actually interested in CFA.
CFA? Okay, cool. Have you gone and actually had a look at that?
I just looked at it.
Okay, definitely worth going and talking to them. Even if you just begin as an associate, some of the things that they can talk to you about and some of the people you will meet will last you, seriously. The professional associations, no matter what you're doing, like what, so what's the, okay, who's doing arts here? Couple, right? Commerce? Okay, so we've got a lot of congruence in here as well. Okay, engineering, law. Alright, who's actually gone to these individual associations, professional ones, engage with them even at an undergraduate level, and actually seen what they're about? Okay? So it's really worth starting to do that as well. And also on an association level, you'll find in New Zealand, in Zika, which is our sort of CA, they actually sponsor a lot of clubs and actually behind a lot of projects. Okay? So if anyone's going into a project where it is heavily finance-based, through an actors, go to these people. Okay? They can help, they've got the experience. They do projects all the time. Okay? Creating and cultivating leadership skills. Now, one of the biggest things you're going to find, and do not think this won't happen, when you go into the corporate world, or any world, you will talk in front of a group of people. Be it 3 people, or 20 people, or 300 people. You will do a presentation. I have no doubt. You will be back office, or you'll be client facing. You will have to talk. Okay? Public speaking is very important. I love the fact, I was just saying before, to Joseph, Jackie, sorry for my name, and Bobby, your 2 mini TED Talks are fantastic, right? It's really taking yourselves out of your comfort zone. I actually really like the topics as well, right? I don't want you to need any of my commercial or finance books. I don't know what you'll do with them. But like, in all fairness, like that's fantastic. If there's a platform or a forum where you guys can get up and talk, do it. Take advantage of it. It's amazing. Okay? Public speaking is originally very, very hard. Okay? I remember the first time that I did it, I think I got up, I came to the front of the stage, and for the next 5 minutes I stood like this, reading like this. I looked up occasionally, caught someone, I was like, oh crap. The next time, my friend was in there, I knew one person in the audience, so I stared at them the entire time until we both got really uncomfortable. And then I just started stuffing it up again. Okay? It isn't something that you can do straight away. Some people can. Some people have that confidence. But a lot of people you need to learn. Okay? And it's through practice. And it doesn't have to be in situations like this all the time. If you can get these, fantastic. It can be in front of friends, family, right? You always, remember, life is always a bit of a play. You're always putting on a bit of an act, right? Especially when you're telling jokes or being funny, right? You're always putting yourself out there. So Joseph is born to be active, okay? But in all seriousness, if you can get in front of people, get out of your comfort zone and learn that. That is honestly one of the biggest things you're going to use in your career, okay? Because if you can speak well, right, and you can convey your feelings and your motivations and your thoughts on the subject, people are going to listen. But if you sit there and you write it down for the rest of your life and you don't say anything, right, what's going to happen? No one's going to change. You're not going to get anything out of it. Okay? Presentation skills are going to be hugely important. Inspiration. These 2 are, I think, what you guys are about. Okay, difference. Okay? An Actus, there's no other association like it that I've seen at all. Okay? Jackie keeps smiling. She's like, yeah, nice. Okay, but it's true. You guys have become a part of a really cool organisation. Okay? And inspiration. Again, something that I think Joseph covered really well at the start of this. Did anyone else get a little bit fired up about that? Was anyone else just like, okay, I'm not going to just go get pissed and lie on the beach for holidays. Actually, that's what I want to do now. But, you know, I actually am going to keep driving my projects. I'm going to keep fighting for them. Even when my term finishes, I want them to keep rolling on. Okay? That inspiration is a big thing. If you can do this, if you can do those 4 things, you will be a leader. Okay? The other thing is, remember, not everyone will lead to the extent of having a whole company or having 100 people listen to you. Okay? That's not only a leader. As Joseph said as well, it's also conveying ideas and making them heard. It's really important to know how leadership works, for sure. If you can understand that, you can also be involved in it. Okay? I don't know if you guys have heard about our current Auckland mayor, Glenn Brown. No? He just got elected, and the day after he got elected, he found out he'd been cheating on his wife for 2 years. Right? If we're talking about integrity, right, it's gone. He should leave the office. Okay? But he won't inspire anyone ever again, just through those actions. The art of networking. Okay. You've got a networking guru behind you. The guy who's just filming me awkwardly right now. Okay? I don't like this line. I don't like it. It is true though, in a lot of aspects of work. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay? It's going to couple in. If you do know someone and you don't know anything, when you get that job, you're going to get found out pretty quickly. Right? But who you know is going to make a massive difference in your life. I've already seen it happen in mine. Okay? You guys will definitely see it in yours. You will get to the point one day when you're going in a job interview, I guarantee in the near future, and the person interviewing you will be an Actus member, right? And an alumni. And just from that connection, from that network that you're a part of, you will get a job. I guarantee. Or you will get something from it. Or you'll get business from it. It could be a client. Okay? You guys are in an awesome position where you're young, you're confident, right? You're a part of something that's like bigger than most people could create. Okay? It's international. Not only can you network within your own association, right? All over the world to Germany, you're going to beat those guys, aren't you? That's the plan soon. Yeah? You can't let the Germans win everything. Okay? Right? But go through, and when you have the opportunity, even if you're just looking at your dean, okay? Even if you're looking at your vice chancellor, go up to them. Who's met them? Who's actually who here has talked to either of those people? No, you haven't. You go. That's Macquarie. Those are Macquarie representatives. You should know them. You're Macquarie students. Right? Go and talk to them, because that will lead to more and more and more. If there's a networking event that you guys put on, or industry or faculty puts on, go to it. And that's part of those professional organisations. Seriously, Edward, who talked yesterday, was it the Crazy Persian? Yep, that's it. He made some fantastic points. If you can, go do it, and that'll build your confidence. That's also another really nice way to be able to speak to anyone. Okay, how much do people want to get paid? How much do you think you should get paid when you leave? Give me numbers. What's your expectations?
I'd love to get paid like 100k. Well,
Plus.
I'll probably get like 40, 45.
Okay, cool. Your head's in the right space. 100, I want $1 million. Let's not be silly, right? But realistically, right, when you leave, you guys actually need to gauge this really, really well. Take my advice, do not mention it in an interview ever. Let them bring it up and then go from there. If they ask you about salary, they're interested in you. They're literally being like, okay, this guy's ready. Let's see if they can play ball, okay? Don't throw up 60 grand, because then they'll laugh in your face. Okay? As a graduate, you're looking at, in Australia, around about 45 to 55. If you can hit 55, you're doing really, really well. Okay? Some get 60, and that's in the IT space. So anyone who's doing computer science or IT, good choice. Okay? What you're going to find is these guys, as good or as crap as you're going to be, all think the same. Okay?